Sports Extra.
It's amazing to see the improvement of the team.
Sports Extra, keeping you informed.
All right. Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Sports Extra right here on Radio Cayman. I'm your host, Dionne Anglin, and tonight on Sports Extra, we're celebrating two powerhouse youth programs that have just returned after representing Cayman on major international stages. Okay, so first, our Cayman Rugby U16 girls, history makers at the Tropical Sevens tournament in Tampa, where they stormed their way into the final in their debut appearance. So we're going to hear all about that. A performance that didn't just turn heads, it signaled a rise in a new era for Cayman Rugby. And in the second segment, the Strikers Netball Club, the U12, the U14 and U19 teams, I guess fresh off their junior international netball classics, which took place in Florida, one of the largest youth netball tournaments in the Western Hemisphere, where they faced elite competition across the globe. So two sports, two major international tours, one message. Cayman's youth athletes are stepping out bigger stages, and of course, they're proving that they belong, right? So we're going to take a short break. When we get back, we're going to hear all about it. Stay tuned.
Celebrating 50 years of broadcasting in the Cayman Islands, this is Radio Cayman 89.9 FM.
Are you feeling overwhelmed, sad, stressed out, or suicidal and need support? Call 1-800-534-6463. K-Mind, Mental Health Helpline. It's okay to ask for help. K-Mind Mental Health Helpline, available from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Monday to Friday. It's free and confidential support and guidance on your emotional and psychological health.
Attention all farmers, importers, exporters, and valued customers. The Department of Agriculture made an important upgrade to better serve you. Effective immediately, their main reception will be accepting card payments only for key services such as rabies vaccinations, import and export permits, farmers' ID cards, animal adoptions, and processing. No cash payments will be accepted for these services at reception. This change will provide a more efficient service for everyone. So, remember to bring your debit or credit card when visiting the Department of Agriculture. For more information, call 947-3090.
This is the People's Radio Station. Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
All right, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra, and we're sitting here with Coach Jazz, Biana, Ariana, and Cecily, and they just competed at the Tropical Sevens tournament in Tampa, Florida, and our ladies made their debut, the girls U16 team, and they actually went to the finals. That's the first for Cayman. They've made history for Cayman Rugby, and we're here to talk all about it. We're here to pick their brains and hear all about what that experience was like. Coach, let's start with you on your views on how well these ladies performed for their very first time.
I thought they did amazing. I think we went out there with an attitude that this was the first time that Cayman Rugby had put out a girls' sevens team. So we didn't really know what to expect, but we really just went focused on what we could do. We have some amazing athletes, and yeah, I think that was really on display, and everyone else kind of started to notice as well. Not only did they show their athleticism, but we were able to show what we were able to put together within 4 weeks of teaching the girls the game of sevens.
Speaking of 4 weeks, with only 4 weeks of preparation, what impressed you most, you think, about how quickly the girls adapted to sevens?
I think just their grit. Sevens is a very tough and tiring game.
Yeah.
And so just the grit that they went out and played with and the way that they played for each other, I thought was pretty amazing to watch.
Oh, awesome. Do you agree? You girls agree? Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I would say so. How does it feel knowing you just made history as Cayman's first ever girls team at Tropical Sevens? Not being in the final yet, but just appearing in the tournament itself for the first time.
It was a really big honor. We were really proud to go out, and we definitely put it all on the pitch, trying to prove ourselves and show that Cayman is a place full of great athletes, and I think we definitely did that.
What was that moment like when you all realized we belong here?
I think it was an amazing feeling. The amount of support that we had and how we had each other's back on the field, it was very amazing. We actually cried in the semifinals, and I think that was a beautiful moment too. Everybody was so happy, and like we were just, yeah.
You know what's even more amazing? She was the first one that said she was nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look at her now. I'm so happy you're comfortable. Yeah. This is what I like. So describe that moment, stepping onto the field with the crowd behind you. Did we have any Cayman supporters?
We
at
did.
all? We did have a few?
Yes.
Okay. Did you get to hear them at all?
We did. The parents were
Oh, they were
chanting.
loud.
Yeah,
Okay,
they were loud.
Okay. Yeah, what's that moment like, stepping onto the field for the first time?
It was really like nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But like once we played the first half, we got like really confident and started believing in ourselves.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit about the teams you competed against.
They came in really hard, you know. They were ready to come beat us down, but we didn't let them. We definitely are grateful for the training that we had because that helped us to accomplish and get as far as we did. A lot of them were really great sports as well. Before
That's
the
nice.
games, we had to pick sides, picked who kicked, and they were all really respectful about it and really friendly on pitch, you know.
Okay, I like that. And speaking about, well, I guess you guys, how many wins and losses you all had? 3?
We had 5 wins.
5 wins. And, awesome. And on day one?
Day one, we had 3 wins.
Yeah, 3 wins on day one. Oh, that's amazing. What do you think allowed you all to start the tournament with that level of confidence?
I really think once we played the first half
Yeah.
and we realized how challenging and how tough it would be, we really put it out there and we left it all on the pitch. We had to like show everyone that we came and we're here to deliver. So yeah.
Awesome, I like it. What are some of the teams or countries you all faced?
There was a Canadian team we played, a lot of American teams, obviously. But, yeah. And we got some pictures, I think, with one of them.
Oh, nice. So no, any other team from the Caribbean?
I think Bermuda was there. There's a video of them like cheering for us on the side as well.
Ah, that's nice. What was that like?
That was really like inspiring and like it was so beautiful to see, you know, other islands out there supporting us.
And it was like Bermuda is a team that has come here to play us.
Right,
so
that's true.
we've like built that relationship with them, and then we're both out there, you know, trying to win, but we're still rooting for each other. So that was cool to see. Even the coaches coming up and talking and just like strategizing together, even though like they were there to win as well. But it was just cool to see the camaraderie,
sportsmanship,
that we had built with them.
Awesome. Throughout the tournament, as you ladies, my apologies, as you ladies have progressed throughout the tournament, what part of your game you saw improving as you went along?
I think it was a lot of like our trust in each other because you definitely have to rely on your team in sevens and you have to trust that they'll be there for you. And as we progressed, I think that trust, it was there before, but it was definitely more visible as we progressed through the games.
Awesome. What was one of your toughest challenges you all faced on the field, and how did you all face it? How did you overcome that?
Maybe our defense, us on defense, we really had to try and rely on each other and make sure that, you know, we had to rely on each other, making sure that, oh, I'm going to make this tackle and she's got it, so I will have her back, you know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I also think that like persevering through what looks like sometimes it looked like we weren't doing too well or that we wouldn't win, and it was our job to persevere through that and get back to a point where we'd be winning again, and I think that definitely was a big thing for us.
Coach, I see you smiling. Why are you smiling?
Yes, they. I was telling them I don't have high blood pressure, but they were definitely giving me a little bit of that on the sideline.
Oh, definitely. All coaches experience a little high blood pressure every once in a while.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What about your experience as a coach? How long have you been coaching the teams, and what's your journey been like with them?
I've been coaching for about 2 years now. The journey with them has been, it's been a lot of downs, I guess I would say. And if you're going to call it a down, just like losses.
Okay.
So I think the last few months, even coming off of the back of Ruggerfest, we've been kind of going upward, just with wins. And I think, sometimes that's all people see. And as ex-athlete, I know that, when you're a player, that's kind of like how you see your success, even though I know that's not everything. But I was just happy that they were able to get some wins under their belt, and hopefully it gives them some confidence and just that experience, just experiencing winning, what to do after you win, and they got to experience a lot of that. So I was happy about that part of it.
I like that. At what time in the tournament did you realize that this group had the potential to reach the final?
Probably
on day one.
Yeah, probably like at the end of day one when we had, because it's very hard in sevens to go 3-0. Like,
right.
It's hard to do that. And then the morning of the second day when they went 4-0 and topped their pool, I was like, oh, they could definitely win the whole thing.
Awesome. What stood out to you the most throughout the tournament with the athletes?
I guess just their commitment to each other. Like she said, like Dionne said, just backing each other, having faith in someone that they're going to make the tackle. And then if they don't, knowing that hey, I got her back. I'll make this tackle for her. Yeah. That was huge. I think in Cecily, was the youngest player, probably in the age group. Yeah. So she was playing up, and seeing the minutes that she played and the confidence that she played with, that was just inspiring to me, and I think the other girls as well.
Was this your first major tournament period, or you've had tournaments before as a team?
Not this team. This is the first time that they've played together as a U16. So, but they've individually. Cecily has played with the U14s. They've played with the U18s. So, they've had major tournaments, but just this team is
together.
The first time. Yeah,
it's the first time. Tell me a little bit about your team, Cecily.
All together, we're really powerful, and we're just really nice and funny, and we've just gotten more as a team together throughout the years, and they're really supportive and they're just there for each other.
Awesome. You agree with her, Ariana?
Definitely. I think that on the back of how kind, after the games we would all come up to each other and point out things that we enjoyed about each other's performance, and that's definitely something that I love about our team. We're always there supporting each other, hyping each other up. I remember after tries we'll all yell at each other, yes, you did it,
positive
support.
Yelling.
Yeah.
Positive reinforcement. I like that. And Biana?
In this tournament especially, we came together as U14 and under 18. It was a very fun time we had with each other. We could also point out sometimes in the tournament where we can improve. So each of us pointing out some parts where we can also improve and backing up each other and supporting each other. I think it went really well.
What are some things you can improve on?
Maybe fast, more rapid support, fast support.
Okay.
That's one thing we can.
What's fast
improve.
support?
Okay. Once we have been tackled, getting over the ball quickly. Being strong in our rucks and making sure we don't get blown over, stuff like that.
I like to ask the questions like that. So, but you have people that don't know much about rugby. I'm not very familiar with it as well, but I do watch it in a couple moments when I do come to cover it, and I see it. And I'm like, what are they doing? What's that? So it's good that you all can expound on that for me. Coach, what were the biggest improvements you saw from day one to the final?
I think just them not backing down. I could see in the first couple of games how things would happen. And I call it getting punched in the face when the other team comes out ready and we're not as so ready. So I think their response to being punched in the face got better as the weekend went on, which I love to see, because that's sevens. It's a 14-minute game.
Yeah.
So it comes and goes very, very quickly.
And it was knockout rugby as well.
Yes.
Yeah. How did they handle that pressure?
They didn't know that pressure because I didn't tell them. They didn't really know the setup of the tournament as it went. They didn't really know that we were gonna made it to the semifinal until we had actually made it into the semifinal. So I kind of kept that information away from them a bit, just to try to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Speaking of focused, what are some of the things you all did to keep focused and composed during high pressure moments?
I think definitely talking to each other.
Yeah, because you're yelling, like she said, positive yelling.
And, sometimes maybe not so positive yelling, like, what are you doing? Move to where you need to be. But it's all coming from a place of love and support. Like everyone on the team knows if I'm yelling at you and I sound like I'm being mean, I'm not. Like, it's just like...
Yes. Are you captain?
Yeah, I am.
You are the captain? Okay, so you got to take the yelling. Yeah. Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay, so... Coach, what's next? I mean, what's next for these girls?
What is next for them? We have a friendly coming up soon. A team from Canada is coming down. We have a fire group, which is like our development group that's going to Miami to play. And then we have Summer Sevens Academy, which starts in May, which I'm very, very excited about. So we don't have... a situation where we only have 4 weeks to prepare. So we're starting our Sevens Academy in May, which hopefully we'll have some new talent coming out to be a part of the Sevens.
Awesome. Speaking of 4 weeks, that's a very short period to go into a tournament for the first time and dominate the way you ladies did. That's incredible, because 4 weeks is not enough, huh? So what sort of time do you think you need with these girls to help prepare them for summer sevens?
Sevens, it's a very tough game. It's a lot of nuances into it. So even like the team that we played in the final is a team that has played together for years. So it does take years to really get the game down. But we're hoping to just have like a summer of sevens, and then we can implement camps throughout the year. So that it's not just something that we do as a one-off. It's actually like we have a sevens team kind of consistently.
So the final game, who was that against?
Steelers, Provo Steelers.
An American team?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You said experience. You think that's what propelled them to victory?
Definitely. Just some of the things that they knew how to do and when to do them at the exact moment is just something that we just didn't have time to cover. I don't think that they were a better team than us that day, but I don't think that they're a better team than us. Yeah.
Captain, who would you say, other than yourself, and sometimes it's not you, sometimes it's another teammate that stepped up throughout this tournament in a big way? Which player?
Our number 10, Steph Richards.
Yeah.
She was always on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
She was always supporting, and even when some people, gave up hope, stopped chasing down people once they broke through, she would still go straight after them and do her best to try and push them out, do something.
Awesome. How proud are you of the girls and how well you all gelled that under 14 and under 16 team and just were so successful in the end?
I was so proud. I cried after the final, we lost, but
it was still tears of joy.
Yeah, I was so proud of everyone. I cried in the semi. I'm an emotional person. I cry all the time though.
Yeah.
She's a crier.
Well, she's like, yeah. It was expected. Okay, so after that loss, what did that do to you? That loss in a final does something to you after. You don't come back home the same. What did that do to all three of you?
I think it was really something we could take away.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we could have won the finals, but after the semifinals, we were all tired. Most of us got injured.
Mm-hmm.
It was really a lot. But yeah.
And that's understandable. People think, oh, they're making excuses. They were tired. No, that's you. It's a lot of games in one day,
Yeah.
right? And was it like a 3 or 4 day tournament?
Just a 2-day tournament.
Just two?
So
And
they
that's
had
a lot
six,
impacted in
6
2
games
days,
in 2 days, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. So that says a lot. What about you?
I just like to think about how hard we fought, knowing that like they could have beat us by a lot more, but they didn't, and that was because we put in the work, and even though we didn't win, like that was still something to be proud of.
Okay. And Cecily.
I feel like we really worked as a team, and like we really left everything out there on the pitch, and we just tried our best, and now we just have to improve more, and next year we're going to come back even better.
Okay, so you guys are now preparing for the Summer Sevens. What's one lesson from this tournament you'll carry with you into the next phase, into this phase of the Summer Sevens?
It's probably be faster, just do quick things quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, quick support, definitely. Our tackles, making our 1v1 tackles, and poaching the ball.
Okay, I see you all have mentioned speed a lot. What happened?
Okay, so sevens
it's a faster tournament, right?
It's definitely, and it's also a really big pitch, and you only have 7 people to cover it, so there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
Okay.
With so few people, so speed is like a crucial element to playing sevens, and it never hurts to be faster in sevens.
Okay. Did you all practice sevens before you went?
Well, me, Ariana, and Steph, we got to go away to play with an American team.
Okay.
So I think that also.
You had just that little experience from it, and
Yeah.
you realized the how quick you need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right, what was that experience like for you?
I feel like it was a really good
Yeah.
opportunity, and like we really like worked hard.
Okay, awesome. All right, Coach. Let's see. What are we looking forward to? What's the next step you'd say, Coach, in building on this momentum for the girls program?
I think it's kind of like what they said, just getting in 7 shape. It's a different type of fitness level that you have to play 7s versus 15. So continuing to make sure the girls are prepared physically, because like I said, they're amazing athletes. They're smart girls. So that I think that is just the main thing right now, being able to compete physically with the other teams. They'll tell you the last team we played, they were very, very, very big girls.
Big as in size, height?
Everything.
Everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So just being able to compete physically, I think is the next step for our 7s program for sure.
Are our girls in the gym as well?
Yes, we had 12 weeks of training. Some of the girls came out for that, which definitely propelled us in the right direction. So we just want to keep that momentum going.
And do you girls enjoy gym work?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And also during our 4 weeks sevens training, Jazz also gave us some things that we could do at home to like improve our fitness for sevens, and I think that was definitely really helpful.
Like what? We have time.
We had a lot of
Running.
like running, sprinting,
Okay. Where? On the beach or?
anywhere.
Yeah.
She didn't specify where. It was like an individual thing.
You have to do your
We
own
just
thing.
had to get it done.
Yeah.
And what was that like for you? Because not everyone is as focused and, that can do your homework.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. What was that? Did you all do your homework?
I think we really had to find time within our week just to get that done. Sometimes we would stay back at the pitch and get our running done, even when she wasn't there.
And Coach, how could you confirm that they did their homework?
We also did some running during our practice hours, and I would just let them know verbally if I thought that they weren't possibly doing their running to the best of their ability.
All right. Coach, how meaningful was it to see the boys' squads, lining up on the sideline supporting the girls as well?
Oh, it was very meaningful. We're one team, so we try to support each other the best we can. So they were done with their day and they could have went back to the hotel, but they stayed to support us, and that meant a lot. It meant a lot to me, meant a lot to the girls, and just seeing their familiar faces when you're coming off the pitch. it's a little, but it goes a long way for sure.
Awesome. So y'all weren't the only teams there. There was also an under-16 boys team.
Yes.
Anyone else? Any other teams?
I think the U14.
Yeah, they also had U14s.
The boys.
Yes.
Okay. How did they do? Do you know?
No,
They did their best for sure.
They did great.
Yes, they did their best. I think I don't think they definitely went out there and tried their best. The men's side of things is very competitive and
sure.
it gets very physical. So I think they went out there and they had some fun and yes, ma'am.
And same for the under-14s as well.
Yes, I think the under-14s won a couple games.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I read where they did.
I think the U16 boys won one of their games.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Any last words before we head out?
Thank you for all of our supporters on the sideline. They really made a big difference because, like, when we were, like, struggling to, like, get our last try in on the semis because everyone was just cheering and it was really helpful.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
All right.
And just a big thank you to our sponsors, TradeView, Elite Marbling. We just everyone who has put anything into Cayman Rugby, we really appreciate it because that's why we were able to go to the tournament and do as well as we did.
When is practice next? How soon do y'all get back to practice?
Saturday.
Oh, this Saturday.
This
so y'all have the
Saturday.
whole week off and then Saturday.
Yes.
Okay, so that's nice. And where do y'all train? And how can other girls come join the rugby program?
If they just come down to the rugby club, we're there every Saturday, 9:30 to 11. And just come join us. There's also a number that you can call. We can give it to you so you guys can post it up.
Okay.
You can contact Mercedes, who is the head of all the girls.
The women's program.
Yeah, girls and women's program. So yes, but every Saturday, come down to the rugby club on South Sound Road, 9:30. We'll be there.
Awesome. Thank you, girls and coach, for stopping by. I always appreciate when you guys stop by and continue to work hard. If you've gotten this far, it's only amount of time before you win something.
Yes, ma'am.
You got to make coach proud. You heard how stressed she said it is about getting up there. So we need you guys to continue along this path. No pressure. No pressure at all. And all the best. Take care. The Strikers Netball Club, they're here. So stay tuned to Radio Cayman Sports Extra.
About all the community happenings from non-profit, community fundraisers, church events, and more with Radio Cayman's Community Bulletin Board 3 times daily. Don't be the one to miss out on the latest information for events taking place every day on all 3 islands. Radio Cayman's Bulletin Board, brought to you by UCCI. Visit www.ucci.edu.ky. Choose your dream and blaze your trail today. And the Lions Club of Grand Cayman, serving the community for over 5 decades. The community calendar, also brought to you by Baptist Health International, healthcare that cares. Radio Cayman's Community Bulletin Board.
Discover your dream home with Cayman National's home loan. Get up to 95% financing, repayment up to 40 years, and just a 0.5% commitment fee. Your interest rate? Depending on your risk factors, it'll be fixed or variable. Plus, you get a pre-approved credit card. This is a limited time offer. Dial 949-8300 or email lending@caymannational.com today.
Hi, this is Gary King from Totally 80s. My special guest this week is Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac. How did she end up in the band? Stevie lets us know. I'll also bring you the latest news on the biggest stars of the decade.
This is Totally 80s.
Every Saturday from 2 to 4, sponsored by KFC.
If they are talking about us,
living in your head rent-free all this time,
we must be relevant. Radio Cayman since 1976.
All right. Welcome to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. For those of you just tuning in, we're here with the Strikers Netball Club, where their U12, U14, and U19 teams competed at the Miami Classic in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. All right. So, let's start with let's have you guys introduce yourselves. Coach, you want to put your mic closer to you? Yeah.
My name is Karen James. First, I must say thank you for having us here. It's been a fantastic experience, and I really love to be here, and I appreciate your invitation very well.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys for coming. Go ahead, Tiny Mind.
Hi, my name is Mia, and I really love netball. Yeah.
Mia, how old are you?
I'm 9.
All right, she's 9 years old. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Soraya Frederick. Apologies for my voice sounding sore.
I like it. Go on.
And I play for the Strikers under 14 and under 19 team.
Awesome.
Hello, my name is Zara, and thank you all for being here, and I hope everyone has been doing good today.
Okay.
And I hope everyone's having a good day, and I hope Strikers trying their best to win.
All right. I like it. So you guys went to the Miami Classic. Tell me a little bit about that tournament, Coach.
We have been going to this tournament for the past 4 years.
Nice.
And the Strikers have been out for the past 8 years.
Okay.
And Cayman Islands, we start off small from the Bodytown area. We have netball at the Bodytown area.
Nice.
So we were introduced at Bodytown Primary first. Now it's Theoline McCoy Primary.
Right.
We started out right there. That's our first start out point. And now we are with over 60 children. We enter 39 this year. And we enter with 4 teams.
Okay.
2 under 12, 1 under 14, and under 19. This tournament, most of our kids is the first timer. So they only playing this big event once the first time for them, but it's really great. It's a great competition for them. It's more like a development and a culture at the same time, a cultural experience and a development experience for them at the same time. I know they are nervous when they see that big crowd and they're short.
But this is the experience that they need.
Right, yes, to develop their, to build their
confidence and,
and their skills and sets and stuff like that. Yeah, it is really a good experience for them. It's really hectic. It was like hard in terms of like waking up early and let them know that we're on business.
Yes, exactly.
Business is like you got to get up early to do what you got to do.
Yes,
But it was a great and a fantastic experience for them, and I love it. The parent support was great.
Always.
It was awesome. I love my parents. They are so awesome, and it was very fantastic.
Awesome. I like that. How did we do?
Oh, we have 2 teams went up over to semifinals.
Okay.
So we came 4th. It was our first time, and we did pretty well for them. For part of it, we did pretty well, and I really grateful for them. I think how they did it was fantastic, really fantastic. Because as Mia was saying to me outside, my experience, I was so shorter than the rest. I was so short. And the others were just all over me, and they were like, I have to get around them, and it was hard. It was a great experience for her.
Okay. For Mia, especially. Mia, what was that like for you, being so short? Like you told your coach, you felt so short out there. How did you manage to balance, playing amongst the girls that were taller than you?
So, I went, around them.
Yeah.
I went around them because I cannot get the ball in front of them. They would come. Yeah. I would come around them first, and then... No, I'll step back, and then once they say ting, I come around them. I go in front of them. I get the ball. I turn to my teammates, and I pass it.
Okay. Awesome. So this was what division was this for her, for Mia?
Under 12.
Under 12s. Ooh, so how much taller were those girls than you?
They're so tall.
Yeah, I'm sure they had maybe 5'9", girls 5'9", her height. Ooh, okay. All right, sounds good. And Soraya? Soraya. Tell us about your experience. What was your experience like at the Classic this year?
I've already participated in the Miami Classics one other time.
Okay.
And both experiences were amazing. What I liked about this experience the most was to see all of my other teammates see their competition, the amount of other people that came from overseas and different clubs come together to play netball in Miami.
Awesome. So you were with the under-19 team.
And under 14.
And the under 14. How old are you, Sierra?
I'm 13 years old.
Jeez. You're a big 13-year-old. Oh, I like that. Some good height. Awesome, awesome. So what was different for you this year? You said you were at the Classics a time before. And so this is your second experience. What was different this year, you think?
There were a lot of new teams that I don't remember seeing last time, which means that word has been spreading around to other clubs that they can participate. And I love to see all the younger ones, especially because as you get older, there's sometimes you can't really participate. So yeah, it was amazing to see all the younger ones come and join.
Awesome. And Zara, what about you? What was it like stepping onto the court to represent Cayman on such a big international stage with a big crowd like that?
Well, for a long time, I think it's been 2 years I've been with Miss Karen. So I think it was sometimes nervous and exciting. But I like when other teams step up in the court and help us play.
Okay, awesome. What was the biggest difference between local competition, you think, versus the competition you all saw at the Miami Classics?
When I say this, I feel like I can speak for everyone, but the difference with local teams versus the overseas is that you can kind of read the players, you can know their skill set, because we eventually, for local, because we would have seen them play in
for so many years,
games, and for many years. And for overseas people, there's a big variety with the people in general, for not just like netball in itself, but it's like a culture. So it's much harder to see how their skills are. And the only experience you would have had with them is if you've seen them play before, which we experienced that more locally than overseas.
Gotcha. Understood. And Mia and Zara, what part of your game do you think or do you feel grew the most during this tournament? You know, you come to the tournament a particular way, but throughout the tournament, you progress, you get better. What part of your game you felt got better throughout the tournament?
So in one game, I was like very good. I started moving around a lot. I got the ball, I passed it. I was good.
You were good? You felt your passing got better throughout the tournament?
Yeah, and I'm moving around a lot.
Getting open for the ball? Okay, awesome. And what about you, Zara?
So I've been two positions.
Okay, you play two positions? Nice.
Goal defense and goal shoot.
Ooh.
Goal defense is like very good for me because I've been moving around, having like moving to sides so the opponent won't get the ball. So I try blocking their way and try passing it down so the shooter could shoot it. And since goal shoot I am good at, because I'm very good at shooting, so the other players can go like grab the ball and pass it down to me. So I can shoot the ball and then we get the point.
Awesome. Do we know how many goals she scored in this tournament? Do you guys keep statistics?
She never did have the chance to do it this time because it was very difficult.
Yes, because
in terms they're taller.
They were so tall.
And they were nervous at the first point, because of the height and all the competition was a big one. 48 teams entered, so it was a lot.
Okay, all right. So how do you in turn coach? What do you tell them after these games to help boost their confidence, especially going up against such a big group of ladies?
I remind them that we are here for development and they are younger than the rest. So by the time they reach their age group, they'll be perfect at it. So we are developing netball in Cayman and outside of Cayman, so we can have, by the time they're 12 like the others, they'll be good at what they're doing. So don't worry about anything else. Just stay focused, get around, get your ball, have fun. Most of all, just have fun, because we're here to have fun in netball, not to go out there and get all frustrated. Just stay focused and have fun.
But understandably, they would be frustrated at times.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But they
especially with the height difference. That can be very frustrating. Did you see them adjust to that throughout the tournament? Did they get better at adjusting around, moving around the taller people playing against them? How did that go for them?
Yes, they adjust by, I saw where many times we're like, I'm going on next, because they're excited to go and play, that don't bother them anymore, because what they did was to make sure they acquainted themselves with the other teams. So they talk to them a lot and get friendly with them, talk to them that they don't get nervous at times. So they just meet friends, associate themselves with each other. So they probably don't focus on what they can't do, but much more what they want to do.
Right. I know you mentioned a lot the tournament, and just not to put too much pressure on themselves, but to have fun as well. You mentioned that. But what were your goals for these age groups as they enter this tournament?
My goals is to observe their skill set and come back to see what we can work on to get better for the next tournament. So my goal was to go there, observe them outside of Cayman, because this is their first time coming outside of Cayman to compete. So my goal was to make sure that we get things like, for instance, for them to get in space, just to understand outside of Cayman netball, so we can adjust and work on our skill sets and our focus on getting better at our skills.
In competing in this tournament before, did you expect the height differences?
Yes, I did.
You did. So how did you prepare them? What was preparation like leading up to this tournament with the girls?
I told them that, we are going just mainly for development, because I don't want them expect the unexpected. So I don't tell them that, okay, we're going to win and we want to win. I'm saying to them, we are going mainly for development, because at your age group, we need to develop your skill set.
Yes.
So we need to go there just to develop, just to get in space, get some skill set out, understand passing your ball, getting around to your player, helping who needs to be helped on the court. But mainly I tell them that there will be taller girls, there will be stronger girls, there will be bigger girls. But our main purpose is to go up there and to have fun and to do what you think you're best at.
Yes, definitely. We're going to take a short break. When we get back, we'll talk a little bit about more like reflection and personal growth, and more about the competition itself. All right? Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Can have many sounds, telephones ringing, machines humming, or even waves crashing. But no matter what sounds your group hears when they're working, BAF Insurance has a health insurance plan for your group. You can always count on BAF for affordable, flexible group and individual health insurance plans with professional, friendly customer service. We are BAF. Call us at 949-5089. Your health is our priority.
The 7:20 a.m. Weather Report, Monday through Friday, is brought to you by Credit Union, on the road to 50 years of serving our members. Visit creditunion.ky to join today.
Yesterday,
Today,
always and forever.
Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
All right, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra, and we're here with the Strikers Netball Club, and they're a part of the SENA Association, Cayman Islands Netball Association. How many years, Coach, you said you guys have been playing netball with Strikers as a team?
8 years.
8 years. Awesome. How's
the first year we're just an adult team, and then for the past 4 years
you've been developing the younger ones, which is amazing, Coach. You guys are doing a fantastic job. It's really nice when you can take the athletes as a club and take them away to compete internationally, so you guys can get that exposure, especially as young as 9. That's awesome that they have competition for 9-year-olds.
Yeah, younger than 9.
And you have younger than 9.
Yes.
So who was the youngest on that under 12 team?
We have an 8-year-old.
You have an 8-year-old. Wow.
She's from Eastern Primary School.
How good is she? Like, what's her level, her skill level at?
Her age, she's pretty good because she played for the Eastern Primary School, where their team came second last year.
Oh, that's sweet. So what was her playing time like on
center?
She plays center.
Yes.
How did she do?
Very well.
Yeah.
She's more aggressive, and she loved the sports part because she wakes up early every Saturday for training out in town.
That's amazing. I'm glad you're here. I know you weren't supposed to be on the mic, so I cornered Coach Karen, and I'm very happy that you're here because it's a nice way for us to the kids are usually shy, so it's great when the coach can speak on their behalf. I would like you to tell me about how each player here represented. How did Mia, what were your views on how Mia performed?
Mia represented very well. Mia played center, wing attack, and she's a goal attack, and she played center at times sometimes.
Okay, nice.
Mia is more like a frisky player on the court. Okay. She wants to go everywhere.
Hustle, yeah.
She hustle the ball. She wants to go everywhere. So sometimes I'm saying, Mia, you're playing too deep, especially when she's playing goal attack. Mm-hmm. So she's more like a frisky player. Yes. She move a lot, so she goes around. Same with Zara.
Zara's the same.
Zara is the same thing. So when I have to put her in goal shoot, because if she's goal attack, she's gonna play deep. She always wants to be out there to help with the ball. Mm-hmm. She always outside our playing area, want to help, want to make sure our team have the ball for them to score.
Okay.
And with Saraya as the captain for the under 14 team, she plays more like a professional. She plays that much better. She knows her positions very well, and she knows how to get back. She knows where not to go. She knows how to understand her position and understand the game very well. She plays more than one position. She plays GK, GD, goal attack, and goal shoot.
Okay, awesome. So which team placed fourth?
Under 14.
Under 14. So how did the other two teams do?
The under 19 played, came up same in the semifinals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the smaller ones, they came fifth. The under 12 A team, they came fifth. And the others, they came about. They didn't place. They were all the way to the end.
But we won a few games.
Yes.
Yeah. Both divisions, all 4 divisions won.
Yes.
A few games. That's very good.
Except the babies.
The babies didn't win?
No, Mom.
Okay, that's fine. So her division, her under 12 didn't win any.
No, Mom.
Okay, and that's fine. That's why Coach stresses so much about development and using these tournaments. But this is just a small tournament compared to what you all have to meet when you get older, right? Because you could speak on that, Saraya, because you're heading off to Trinidad soon to represent Cayman in the under 16 national tournament in Trinidad, and it's at the Jean Pierre Complex. I think that's where it's taking place.
Yes,
What's that like for you? Preparing with the national team.
Well, compared to having practices with the club team versus national team, it's different people, so I'm able to adjust how I play with national versus how I play with the club team. And since most of them are my age on the national team, it's easier for us to be able to play well together in a certain way. And with our club team, although not many people might be my same age, they still have the ability to play on the same level as me, which I feel like is a very good experience.
Awesome. What are you going to take with you from this tournament you just came from and add it to this Trinidad tournament you're going to compete in?
Well, when we went away, I played the positions GD, goal defense, and goalkeeper.
I love goalkeeper.
For national team, I'll be playing goal shooter and at sometimes goalkeeper. So because I never had the ability to shoot yet in the Miami Classics trip, I have to make sure I'm practicing at home because I will be leaving
When do you all leave?
We leave Thursday.
This Thursday?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So you spoke about the difference in your teammates with the club team versus the national side. What's that transition like for you?
Well, for a national team, there's a lot more aggression with each of the players. So the passes are strong, they're far, and they're high as well, because since I am more of a taller person, the balls reach really high up and then I have to jump to catch them. Versus the club team, it's more of like a comfortable place for me to play. I do work with our center and our wing attack, so I will sometimes get those hard and fast and strong balls, but it's not too different to where I struggle to adjust, but it's in a comfortable place.
I like her. I see why she's captain. She's very bright, very articulate, very wise, and I can sense she's a very good player. I can sense that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So with this classic, the classic that you all just came from, the Miami Classic, what's one moment from the classic that will stay with you? One moment from the classic that will stay with you forever. Let's hear from you, Mia.
Me?
Yeah. What's one moment from that classic, that tournament you just came from, that you loved and enjoyed so much? It will stay with you forever. You'll always remember it.
Moving around a lot.
Moving around where? On the court? It could be off the court as well. It doesn't have to be on the court.
So I'm moving around a lot. I don't know.
Somebody can help her? Go ahead. You can help her. Soraya.
Sorry, what was the question again?
What's one moment from this classic that will stay with you?
Well,
you've had several years of it. You have 2 years of experience.
Something that will always stick to me from my experiences playing in the Miami Classics competition is just seeing new faces, new people playing, knowing that clubs and teams and schools would have joined as well to play. And there's some younger and some older. It's a very diverse variety of people that come out to play.
Awesome. You ready for me, Mia? Or you think I should go to Zara?
I think I'm ready.
You ready? Okay, go ahead.
So, I love making teams. I love how they make a lot of teams. I agree with her. Yeah.
All right, Zara, what about you? Thank you, Mia.
Just like when other new people from other different countries come and try to play netball, and they will get better and better the more years they came.
Okay. All right.
Perfect moments would be like, the parent support. That one moment is just like, they are just always cheering, always supporting.
Yes.
That my moment there for me is just the support from the Cayman Islands parents and the teammates.
Yeah, definitely. And
the support.
And those netball parents, they're almost like the football ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they're real netball parents.
That's true. And what about this tournament? What has this tournament taught you about yourself as an athlete, Soraya?
What this tournament has taught me is that I'm able to use my skills in multiple different ways. So I might not be comfortable playing a certain position. I know that it's for my team, and I'm not going to let them down, so I'm going to play the best that I can.
Okay, awesome. Let's get back a little, Soraya, to the Trinidad tournament. How many teams or countries will you all be playing against? Do you know?
I'm not sure how many, but I know that we will be competing against the teams that are in Trinidad and Jamaica.
Okay, awesome. In the Miami Classic, were there any other Caribbean country apart from Cayman?
Yes, there were like 1,000 Jamaican teams.
Oh, they had a lot of Jamaican teams.
We have Trinidad.
Yeah.
And one Cayman team.
Other Cayman team.
Yeah.
Cayman Fury.
Yeah, the Cayman Fury. How did they do? I'm going to have them on the show next week.
Yeah, they did well. They beat us one game.
Okay.
But they beat us in the under 12 team, but we beat them in the under 14.
And you all also faced them in the local leagues as well?
No, not yet.
Oh, this was their first
time facing us, yes.
Oh,
we had a fundraising event that they came by and played with us by the Bodytown Court. That's the only time we ever.
Okay. So apart from Soraya heading off to Trinidad, what's the name of that tournament, Soraya? Do you know?
The Jean Pierre tournament.
Just the Jean Pierre tournament. Okay, sounds good. Apart from Soraya heading off to Trinidad, what's next for the other groups?
Our next, we are thinking about going to the Cayman Brac to play netball in the Cayman Brac. So we are still going to be training. We're never going to stop training because next year we're going to have to be better. So we're going to never stop training. But we are thinking about taking some of our under 12s that's only play once to Cayman Brac.
Awesome. And Coach, what are some of the biggest takeaways you'll bring back to training now after this experience?
Takeaways mostly like fitness. So we got to work on a fitness skill set. We're going to work on a skill set. And they saw that they need to work harder. So we train one time for the week. So we're going to work on trying to get other days out so we can work on the fitness, the skill set, and to get more team play time out.
You can't teach height.
No, that's how we're going to work on the fitness and the skill set.
So we got to find a way to work around that now because no matter where you go, you're going to find players smaller, taller, or stronger than you, right? Yes. So fitness is key.
Yes.
Most definitely. Any last words before we head off? Anything you all would like to say before we leave?
So a fun fact about me is I used to be a goal shooter.
You be a goal shooter?
Yeah, I was very good at
I
it.
love it. Do you all lower the net for the younger ones on
island only?
On island here only. Okay, so international tournaments they don't.
No.
Okay.
And I hope from other teams and different countries from different states come with us and try their best to link us. And I hope other teams could be captain and they could be a good captain. So everyone could be wise, smart, and play good.
So you're hoping that other teams from the tournament that you all just competed in would come to Cayman and compete against you. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and from different kinds of states.
Okay, sounds good. Anything, Soraya?
Well, I just want to say thank you for having us here again to talk with you and have a very productive conversation about netball and our competition.
Okay. All right. So a big thank you to, of course, Cayman Rugby and, of course, Strikers Netball Club for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you for giving us a look inside your journey into your international competitions. And I'm wishing you all the best in Trinidad. That's my home country. All right. So you could always bring back some roti and some. So I'll give you a list. Yeah. I'm teasing, but that's it for tonight's edition of Sports Extra, where we celebrate Cayman's athletes, their stories, and of course the moment that shaped our sporting future. You wanted to say something?
Yeah. And another fun fact about Strikers Netball, Strikers, is that we are not just a netball team, we're a sports team, because I really coached the girl that broke all the high jump record in Cayman Island, Anna Ides, and she played with us for a couple of times. And I also coach Isaiah, who broke the high jump, so we are not just a netball team.
Oh, so you go around and you represent in different sports.
Yes,
we got to get you all in basketball then. All right, sounds good. So you have tall girls.
Yes, really tall girls.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Good night. I'm Dionne Anglin. God bless.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sports Extra. From 7 to 8 p.m. highlights of local sports around the Cayman Islands. Sports Extra.
It's amazing to see the improvement of the team.
Sports Extra, keeping you informed.
connection is guaranteed 24 hours a day, whether it's music or information.
From Grand Cayman to Cayman Brac to Little Cayman, we've got you covered.
You ever hear a thing like that?
Radio